This Bitcoin chart has just confirmed a macro historic bullish signal. Now, for the past week, Bitcoin has been struggling to hold that $30,000 level as we continue to lose local supports. However, now that we are printing this signal, what can we expect for the future? Well, we're going to be diving into that today, so make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell for notifications because we are bringing you the juiciest and the most timely Bitcoin updates here on YouTube. I have just opened up another brand new long trade, already hit a take profit from the setup we gave in the Casper Crew VIP Discord during yesterday's New York Open live stream. However, I have still not closed my swing short position, the trade setup that was also given in the Casper Crew VIP live stream last week. What the heck, Jason? You're long and you're short at the same time. What are you doing, man? When we take a look at the weekly chart, it's undeniable that we are in a confirmed uptrend. Since the end of November, the Bitcoin price has been making higher highs and higher lows, which means it's more probable than not that the trend will continue. In addition to that, we have broken out of this very bullish macro pattern, inverted head and shoulders that we have been forming on the chart since the month of May 2022. And if we take a look at the 4-day chart and we turn on our Gaussian channel, we have officially confirmed a very bullish signal. This historically has only printed after the bottom has already been in. And basically what it is the Gaussian channel has flipped from red to green, right? We saw this happen back in 2012, and when it flipped green, it was off to the races. We saw this happen back in 2015. Once we flipped green, boom, it was off to the races. We saw this happen again in 2019. Now, I want you to notice something very important here. Most of the time, when this flips green, it acts as our support for the rest of the bull market. The only anomaly is in March 2020 when we had a black swan event that basically caused us to once again dip below. But that is the only time, the only market cycle that once this has flipped green after the bear market bottom is in, that we have come back down below it. Other than that, it has acted as a key zone of support throughout the entire bull market. What that means in my mind is that it's more probable than not that now that we flip this thing green, it will be acting as support. And if we do get a pullback here, well, we can be looking at this Gaussian channel to be giving us a key zone of support where we can look to either buy more on spot or enter into a very juicy long trade. So let's take a look at a lower time frame and see what exactly is likely to happen in the next few weeks and months. So Bitcoin is in a confirmed uptrend. Since the end of November, we have seen price consistently make higher highs and higher lows. However, as we have come up to a multi-year support resistance flip at $30,000 level, we start to print the dreaded bearish Janet Yellen crooked lip pattern. This is a bearish pattern. When Janet Yellen's lips get lower as the price gets higher, we can expect somewhat of a pullback here. We can see on market Cipher B, Janet Yellen's lips are getting lower and lower as the price is getting higher and higher. In addition to that, when we take a look at the weekly time frame, we can see that on the weekly time frame, we are in fact printing a top on market Cipher B, a big red dot, which historically speaking does lead to a significant pullback, even in the midst of an uptrend. Now, there's two major things we need to be aware of. First of all, the Bitcoin price is in fact breaking out of this massive head and shoulders pattern, inverted head and shoulders pattern, with a target of about $42,000. Now, we are getting a pullback from resistance, and the two major zones of support that we need to be aware of are going to be number one, the $25,000 level, which is the neckline, basically a confirmation, a retest of the breakout of the head and shoulders. And then down here, we have the golden pocket and the high volume node of the range around $20,000 to $21,000, which could also offer us massive support in this continued uptrend before heading up to $42,000. Now, let's go ahead and turn on the Gaussian channel again. Notice something. The Gaussian channel, the median of the channel, is coming in right around this second zone of support, which basically means this. Historically speaking, 3 out of 4 times, when this thing flips green on the 4-day chart, it will act as our support for the rest of the bull market. We understand that we are in confirmed bullish market structure, which means it's more probable than not that the uptrend will continue. However, locally, we are printing some bearish signs, which again is why we gave the short setup in the Casper Crew VIP Discord to take the short. And by the way, if you want to join the Casper Crew, where every single day we do 3 live streams walking you through the live price action, looking for trades, giving you our levels, giving you our setups, you can check out the website at jasoncaspertrading.com to go ahead and join the Casper Crew VIP community. Also, guys, if you want to take advantage of trading with 0% fees on MEXC, go ahead and click the link in the description. 0% limit fees, 33% off on taker fees. If anybody doesn't know, ByBit, which was my previous favorite exchange, will be requiring KYC in order to trade, which means anybody living in the United States or any other area that doesn't allow KYC, you will not be able to trade on ByBit. MEXC is a great alternative. This is where I will be trading now, along with Bitget. Go ahead, click the link for some good deals, only if you know how to trade. Okay, so let's get back to the chart here. Look, it's probable now that as we are getting this pullback coming down to these key zones of support, more times than not, we have found support on this Gaussian channel. And so this is actually setting us up, in my opinion, for the place where we should be looking for a very, very juicy long position. Okay, and what are we going to be looking for specifically on our oscillator to know that if Bitcoin comes down here, we can be looking for a juicy buy position? Well, honestly, guys, I would be looking for the following. On the daily time frame, what I would want to see is one of two things. Either I would want to see this momentum wave come down very, very low, even lower than the previous momentum wave, giving us what is called a hidden bullish divergence, or I would want to see this thing coming down and printing a pretty significant bottom, right? A clear bottom where we see this momentum wave curve. But then on the 4-hour time frame, and this is the main signal that I am looking for, I want to see two things on the 4-hour time frame. Number one, I want to see a bullish divergence. A bullish divergence is when the price is getting lower like this, but the momentum is getting higher like this, right? Where price is getting lower, momentum is getting higher, giving us that juicy, uneven butt cheek pattern. But I also want to see the money flow on the 4-hour start to curve to the upside, right? Once we see that money flow curving to the upside as price is also coming down, that to me is always a swing long position. And so that is what I'm really going to be looking for as we are watching price play out on these higher term timeframes. Okay, so this is what I am looking for, guys. In the medium term, I am leaning more bearish, but in the long term, I am very bullish. Now, as to why I'm holding a long trade right now, even though I'm still leaning bearish, the reason is because, guys, we can never know what price is going to do. People are like, Jason, is it going to go up? Is it going to go down? My answer is the same. It depends. We cannot know what price is going to do. The only thing we have control of as traders is identifying where price is likely to get a reaction and then understanding what we need to be looking for on the chart in order to get that reaction. So for example, yesterday during the Casper Crew New York Open live stream, I was looking for a specific thing to happen on the chart, and if it happened, I was going to take a trade. And because I don't know for certain where the bottom is going to be, what I like to do is take profit one and realize a profit and then hold the rest of the trade in case this just so happens to be the bottom. This is how I trade. This has given me much success over the years. And if this is something you want to learn how to do, check out the courses at jasoncaspertrading.com. These courses will change the way you approach these markets. They're changing the way thousands of people approach the markets because it gives you a clear-cut strategy to actually do this with longevity and do it right. Guys, I am a huge proponent of being as self-sufficient as possible. And here are some of the things that I do on a daily basis to become more and more self-sufficient. All right, y'all, today is the day that we are going to be slaughtering a chicken here on the homestead. Now, you might be asking yourself, Jason, what's with the hat? Well, guys, it's a little bit cold out today. The sun is kind of spotty, but I still want to get the vitamin D, but I want to stay warm. Also, guys, it's very important when you are doing this that you embrace the redneck, all right? Embrace the redneck. So let me show you what you need. Let's go. You're going to need a kill cone. It helps if you have one of these cheap made in China Amazon chicken defeatherers right here. You're going to need yourself a nice game table to do the actual butchering. And then it helps if you get yourself one of these outdoor shrimp cookers that you can use to blanch the chicken in hot water to make it easier to pluck. I always pray before I kill a chicken. I thank God for the joy the chicken's brought me during the lifetime. And I thank God for the meals it will bring me after its life has come to an end. And guys, it is a very spiritual process, I do have to say. If anybody out there eats meat and you've never done this, you should. Because you have to understand that a life is being taken every time you sit down to have a meal that includes meat. So if you go out to the bar with your friends for some chicken wings, let's say you and your friends split 12 chicken wings, 6 chickens had to die for that, right? We need to appreciate where that food came from. I'm going to do these two first just to kind of show you. That way I can then do the rest without recording. But basically, we have over here the hot water, and we can see It is now officially 150 degrees, pretty much on the dot. So what we're gonna do is we're going to dunk the chickens in the hot water and then put them over here into the defeathering machine. So, all right, so really the first thing that we're gonna have to do here is we're gonna have to cut off the head. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, stick it up in there like this and you're gonna feel a whole bunch of organs in here, okay? Not the musical kind. Not the musical kind. Let gravity kind of do its thing here. There's gonna be the heart, the liver, the kidneys. Looks pretty good.